If you've been wondering how the real estate market is really reacting to COVID 19 and you've had it up to here with uncertainty, you might want to hang around. I'm Greg Schneider, and I'll be giving you the real numbers on this episode of Let's Get You Home. Hey everyone, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. It is May 5th, 2020, Cinco de Mayo. Hope you're all doing well and staying safe. We're 3 or 4 months into dealing with COVID-19 this year, a couple months into lockdown. I don't know about you all, but here at my house, we love our house, we love where we live, but it would be really nice to be somewhere else right about now. Cabo, Grand Cayman, something like that sounds really good. But we're here to talk about real estate, so let's go ahead and get to it. So, COVID-19, real estate, what's going on with that? I feel like we've all just about had it with uncertainty by this point in time, so I'd like to share a bit of actual certainty with you regarding our local real estate market. What that means is the numbers are in for January 1st through the end of April, so we can take that, look at it, process it. It's happened, it's known, it's tangible, so we can take that data and compare it to previous years and get a real feel for how we're doing right now in this COVID-19 environment. And I think the numbers are going to surprise you. Since most of you who are watching are here where I am in Southern California, Orange County, I'm going to take a broad overall look at the numbers here in Orange County and break them down a little bit, as well as a more focused look where I'm specifically located here in Huntington Beach. Now, if you don't happen to live in Orange County or Huntington Beach, I would encourage you to go ahead and watch anyway, just to see how I break this down. And if you like what I've done with these areas and would like to see the same thing done for you where you're located, just send me a message and let me know. Tell me where you are, and I'll be happy to put that together and send it directly over to you. So here we go, Orange County. First, I don't think anyone's going to be surprised to see that overall, some numbers are down a little bit. Fewer houses coming on the market, fewer offers being accepted, etc., etc. But take a look at this. This is straight from the CRMLS, and we're comparing, like I said, January 1st to April 30th, 2020, to the same time period from 2019. Total homes sold are only down 0.8% from last year. Not even 1%. That's barely even a year-over-year fluctuation in normal times. And look at this, median sales price, even in this whacked out COVID world we're in, appreciating a whopping 6.4%. Just for context, normal appreciation range is between 2 and 4%, depending on your area. So overall, sales are down barely even a blip, while home values are pumping. I'll tell you what this all means here in a little bit, but I need to give you a quick look at Huntington Beach first, too. So kind of the same thing in the first two graphs, but look at this, folks. Overall home sales in Huntington Beach are up, not down. They're up 3.1% over last year, and median sales price has appreciated 7.2%. I mean, come on, this messed up year is taking last year's normal market to the woodshed here in Huntington Beach, and we're not even done yet. And okay, so last chart here. Really quick, this is Huntington Beach broken down by zip codes. Again, across the board, we have appreciating median sales price, plus an increase in overall sales in 2 of HB's zip codes. Look at 92649, up 16.9% in sales. That's Huntington Harbor. That's our primary luxury market. Buyers are spending money, folks. And that brings me to a point that I really need to make for you sellers out there, so please listen up. All of the charts that we've looked at across the board, Orange County, Huntington Beach by zip codes, they've all showed a very distinct, stark drop in new listings coming onto the market. And I cannot understate how important that is for you if you're thinking about selling. Before this health crisis came into being, we were already in an extreme drought for available inventory on the market for buyers to choose from. And the point I'm making with all of this is there is literally no competition for your listing in the market right now. With the market behaving the way it is, why would anyone who's thinking of selling continue waiting things out for things to loosen up, and then all these listings come flooding onto the market all at once to compete against your listing? It's something to think about. It's really a perfect time for you right now. So why are buyers out there spending money on real estate right now? They see opportunity. Interest rates are crazy low right now, and savvy buyers, they recognize the opportunity to maximize their investment. It's that simple. Yes, prices are still going up, but this is Freddie Mac's most recent posting from last week, April 30th. Mortgage rates officially fell to their lowest point since they started tracking the survey almost 50 years ago. The lowest point in 50 years. I mean, let that sink in a little bit. And you can see it right here on the chart. And of course, rates will vary on a case-by-case basis, so you need to talk to your lender and find out what your own unique situation will bring you. And if you have a hard time finding a lender that's willing to lend in this environment, let me know. And I'll connect you with one who's been able to help a lot of people who the larger banks have been turning away due to their tightening of qualifications during these times. The housing market with COVID-19 is alive and well. When this health crisis first came into being, the most common questions I was getting were, what's going to happen with housing? Is there going to be a crisis? Is housing going to crash? Are home values going to go down? And even then, when this first started, I was telling people, no, it's not. It's a very healthy market, and we're going to do fine. For those who study past recessions and market behaviors, what the market's doing right now really isn't that big of a surprise. Many don't realize that in the past 5 recessions, only one produced a significant negative impact on the housing industry. And of course, that was the most recent one in 2008, the one we most remember, because it's the most recent one we've experienced. But it was the housing and mortgage industry that caused that recession. So of course, it stands to reason that it was housing and mortgage that took it in the shorts as a result, right? Every other recession over the last 40 years brought increased home values, with 2 of them appreciating over 6%. Remember, the normal range of appreciation is typically between 2 and 4%. The only other recession that showed a decrease in values was 1991, and that wasn't even a drop of 2%. Very minimal. The mechanics of these recessions and what caused them compared to 2008 and 2020, that's a whole other video. And if you like, I'd be happy to put one together addressing all of that. The main point to absorb for now, though, is that historically, a recession does not automatically equate to a housing crisis. Okay, what does all this mean? We've gone over a lot of information. The bottom line, folks, is focus on what's real. Look at the real data, combine that with what's real in your lives and your own unique circumstances, and make your decision from there. It's either a good time for you or it's not, and it's really that simple. But whether you're a buyer or a seller, this really is a great market to be involved in. And I keep telling people, just don't be afraid simply for the sake of being afraid. Right? Don't get caught up in the hysteria. We're wearing masks and toilet paper pandemonium. It's just noise. Take a step back, take a deep breath, and think back to the beginning of the year, end of last year. And if you were thinking to yourself, this spring looks like it's really going to be perfect timing for us to jump into the market and do what we've been wanting to do for a long time, but you've been holding out due to uncertainty. Remember, the point of this video was to remove a good portion of that uncertainty with certainty. And so you might want to rethink that and jump on in. The water's fine. And as far as COVID-19 goes, we have systems and procedures in place to keep you, your families, and everybody involved safe throughout the course of the transaction. And I've shown you the data. We know what's real. We know what's happened and what the market is doing. So real estate is alive and well, and it's waiting for you. So that's all I have for today. I hope you found this all useful and helpful. And I really appreciate you stopping by and spending this time with me. If you have any questions at all, just like and comment below. I can either comment to you directly, or if you'd like to talk in some other way, private message me, and we can talk about whatever you need to. That's what I'm here for, is to help you. So thanks again for coming by, and I will see you next time on Let's Get You Home.